This is going to be a first for me. I was doing this piece by piece, part by part, bit by bit, and it was already 25 minutes long, and I just now pretty much finished this table, so I'm going to begin at the ending. I don't normally do this. This is a piece that I totally reimagined, repurposed, redid the table. So, and I'm going to show you the different ways that it can be used. It can actually be used as a cafe type situation to sit out on your porch or your sunroom or your whatever and drink coffee and watch nature or read the Bible, whatever you do. Or it's big enough to even dine on for 2 people. So, first time that I have begun in the ending. Okay, and then whenever you don't need it as a cafe table or a guest dining table, wish I could zoom out further on this, but I can't. Then it's a double drop leaf table, so you drop it down and it becomes a little side table for wherever you want it. Alright, and lastly, for the last part, which will be in the beginning, look how pretty this turned out. I'm on my porch here, and I pulled those curtains down because the sun was coming in so hard. But I'm going to show you a little bit about how this began, and then if anyone is interested in how I did it from start to finish, and realizing that it's going to be a 30-minute video at least, then I'm happy to tack it on or add it on later. The best thing about someone like me sharing ideas with you, I'm kind of self-taught. I learned the hard way, and a lot of how I learn things is simply by watching videos. I used to watch my ex-husband who redid everything I did, which gave me the sense that, oh, I can't do it, I must not do good work. But anyone can do this. And I say my age often to also let people know. I've had people tell me, oh, I'm way too young. I'm almost 70. I didn't start getting into this until I was 62 or 63 or maybe even later. All the years run in together. You can do so much more than you think you can, and it's okay to be perfectly imperfect anyway. So, I will attach enough to it to at least see where this journey began. And what I meant to say a while ago, whenever I was mentioning about how old I was, I am one of those that I don't believe you can be too young or too old. I mean, if you're sort of gifted, you can be too young if you're 4 or 5, I guess. I'm talking reasonable stuff. But don't give up. Try things. I do some of this to flip and to help supplement my little Social Security, but it's also good if you need to redo some furniture, or that you see a piece of furniture on the side of the road, and to learn you can do this yourself, save a whole lot of money, and learn a useful thing too. So, you're not too young, you're not too old, and if you mess up, so what? Paint over it. If worse comes to worse, I can sand that back down or just simply chalk paint the top of it just like I chalk painted the bottom. It's alright. It's all good. Alright, I've got another project. This friend of mine, I got this from her. It's got some issues, and this is only 16 inches tall. Hold on, it's a very small. It's one of the shortest side tables I've ever seen. It's 16 inches tall and 33 inches long, at the biggest part, and I do like it that it is a double drop leaf. I should have put this on the stand, but the only place that I could put it on the stand, I didn't have really good lighting out here on the porch. So it is a double drop leaf, which that's cool. However, down below here, it's broken. It's missing a sidebar, and it is dog chewed. Well, I can't turn it around. So I'm considering making it a taller table and use something like that stool right there. And that means I'll take this off, or maybe I can just even remove these legs and somehow, I don't know, we'll see. But it's in pretty rough shape, but it has great potential. Alright, well, I got the top off that stool. Now I'm kind of committed. Maybe I should be committed. Alright, now, if I take this edging off, then these right here will have to be reworked. And I'm not that good with stuff, and I'm attempting to do this entirely by myself rather than get my brother in on it. So I need to see, I'm trying to remember if I have a jigsaw or something to whack these off all the way around, and then to whack those off, and then I will turn that up and put it down here. If I do it to where these go in between here, and then these are the table legs, I think it'll work. But I'm very creative. My mind is very creative, but I can't always do the work. If I had a real shop, and my brother has a shop, but I'm very funny about using other people's stuff. And actually, so is he. Almost all of us are. I don't usually mind if somebody uses my stuff, but if I break something, I buy it. So I may as well try to do this on my own. We shall see. I think it's cool, though. I don't know how old it is. It's not antique, but it's definitely vintage. Alright, my brother cut off the legs of the table, and I'm glad I let him do it because I had a hard enough time cutting little things off of here. But rather than do everything play by play, because most people aren't going to flip furniture anyway, this is why I wanted it left like it was, because these are the things that hold up the part that closes. So I've bought some corner braces. This is 1.5 inches, and now I'm going to mark them. I've measured it all the way around and got it as uniform as I can, and then I'm going to take a pin and mark the spots where I'm going to drill the holes, and then I will attach. Man, it's hard to film by myself, and it's raining here. So I'm going to attach the bar stool bottom to this table. I'm going to start doing that. Thank you, Lord, for the rain. Alright, this is going to be a whole lot more tedious than I thought. I did go ahead and hook up my vacuum to it to help, but I keep tripping on the thing, I'm sorry. This is what we got when we come down to the bottom of this. However, I'm not sure that I'm really getting all of the stain, that some of these may be natural marks, and I don't know if y'all can tell, This is one of those stain slash varnish combinations that really gunks up, and it really seems to soak into the wood. I'm liking what I see so far. However, the true test is going to be, if I know that this is not going to pull back through, that some of that is not sitting here in these little places, I would simply clear coat this with polyurethane, and I would leave it natural because I'm kind of liking that. And then I would offset the bottom with either a white or a black or another color. So just showing you, this took me 20 minutes to do this with this sander. Maybe there's a better sander, I don't know, but I'm almost 70 and I just started doing this 2 or 3 years ago, that I started flipping furniture to this level. So I'm proud with doing it this way anyway. But isn't that pretty? It's just patience. It's just keep on doing. If you do have the availability to go ahead and hook up to a vacuum cleaner, and then what I do is I use one of these on-off just to make it easier for me. But let's see what happens.